Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Rich here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Vince McMahon trailer from the new Netflix documentary. Very skeptical going into this. I'm going into it with the mindset of this should not be greenlit for release because it's probably pure propaganda. Knowing the producers, who worked on this film, their relationship with WWE, let's see if they're trying to fool the less informed on this one. So let's pull it up, man. All right, here we go.
People have wondered who I really am. Portrayal of me.
I'm shocked they actually got Vince in this. He somehow did not like to talk about himself too much in his later years because he was very self-conscious of how old he had gotten. So, yeah. Let's see.
Bad guy. But no one really knows
Vince McMahon in cuffs, fitting.
me.
In the world of professional wrestling,
Vince McMahon.
he's easy to hate.
Okay, so we started with Rock, Hogan, Cena, and Austin. These are all people to varying degrees that have been very close to Vince McMahon and owe lots of their career to him. The Rock now being on the board and The Rock essentially replacing Vince McMahon on the board of directors because Vince McMahon is no longer with WWE. So let's see. This is going to get interesting fast, I can tell.
What you expect,
I don't fight fair.
that's exactly what you're going to get.
It's not my fault that I happen to be a self-made billionaire!
Vince McMahon's dad sold him the biggest promotion in the country for 20 cents on the dollar, which happened to have their building as Madison Square Garden. Media advantages.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to All American Wrestling.
When I bought my dad's business, my vision was to make this mainstream.
Welcome to WrestleMania!
Vince created.
He tried to do that. I would say he succeeded to, some extent, but, I think when most people think of wrestling, unfortunately, they associate it with Vince McMahon for better and for worse.
This huge empire.
Billion-dollar entertainment juggernaut.
He did things
We've heard this before. All the same talking heads in all WWE propaganda series that have been released. And I can identify the propaganda easily because I own all the DVDs. I have a drawer over there that has like 100 DVDs. And when you watch enough of those, you notice a certain tone, and then you see people slightly changing the stories from how you remember it playing out. If you go back and read reporting on it, if you go back and read reviews on it, if you watch it for yourself, you're like, so they made it this certain way. And it becomes the company legend that gets passed down generation after generation.
No one thought were possible.
everything he did turned to gold.
Are they talking about like the steroid trial? Are they talking about the death of Nancy DiArgentino with Jimmy Snuka? Are they talking about Rita Chatterton? Are they talking about Janelle Grant? Are they talking about all these other things that Vince McMahon did aside from, you know, the sports entertainment company, as he would so say? I'm not hearing none of that so far, if everything he touched turned to gold.
There were so many scandals going on.
Here we go.
On trial for steroids.
90% of the wrestlers are on steroids.
Another dead wrestler.
This rocked the very foundation of the WWE.
I would accept
Not Triple H out here crying. I wonder what that was from.
no responsibility whatsoever.
None whatsoever. They live this lifestyle.
So Vince McMahon was just openly allowed to act like that with reporters. Interesting.
Breaking news, Vince McMahon is stepping aside.
That was all a fucking lie too. Vince McMahon stepping aside. Man.
the lawsuit accusing him of countless depraved and humiliating acts.
I didn't think the lawsuit could shock me, and I was floored.
David Shoemaker, the Ringer.
When it comes to Vince, a lot of that as a character, he's going to show you what he wants you to see.
The lines of reality are very blurred in our business. The individual loses all sense of who they really are.
So even when Vince McMahon is speaking like that, I guess I just perk up because I kind of can feel the language that he's talking to me with. This is even a performance. I don't know how many people will take it as such, but keep in mind, this is a performance.
My name is not Vince. My name is Mr. McMahon.
All right. So I believe that is it. I went into this thinking it should not be greenlit for release. I don't really feel any differently. It's going to be interesting to see how they navigate this downfall, how far they're going to go into it, who's willing to actually go on record. I've talked about it a ton on One Nation Radio where I've chronicled the downfall of Vince McMahon. Make sure you guys, look that up, check that out. But as far as this documentary, I think this is not for anyone that follows, professional wrestling seriously. If you watch this just, as a hobby or, it's been many years you've engaged with professional wrestling, I think this could be something that you would be interested in. However, there's a deeper story behind probably everything they're going to ever, cover in this thing. I have no true interest as a hardcore pro wrestling fan. And I see, just how this thing is setting it up, who's involved with it, the guys that have told these stories. And I wonder how the ending is going to be, because the new WWE, if you will, is very swift with their propaganda. What's up, LeGentle? It is a company that will come up with a story and stick to it, and you got to untangle the webs yourself. Nick Khan is not going to let the WWE of today feel like it's reflected. The whole thing with this is bad man gone. Like, that's been the central message of WWE probably for like a year now. This guy's gone. He's gone. And as he reinstalls himself on the board, as he runs all these various, tricks on Wall Street to get himself reinstalled and, fake retirements and different things of that nature. This thing's going to end with the conquering hero, Paul Levesque, known as Triple H. And if it ended any other way, I would be pretty shocked. So they're going to say, while, the entire staff essentially has been retained there, the entire culture is still the same it was. One guy leaving, Vince, is not going to change all that. So it's on you to watch this thing and see what you think. I don't think much of this. So anyway, this is Rich. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. We can talk about it. I'm not scary. So yeah, no reverence for Vince McMahon on my behalf. And quite frankly, this is one last work that he's leaving us with, rather than just fading into the obscurity that he's earned.